Make it move!
It says low oil pressure again.
Dino, slow up!
That wasn't exactly the way I wanted it to be brought back.
See on the shiny bit in it? There's some sparkly bits in it.
Oil doesn't sparkle.
What's the verdict?
Yeah.
Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Game Changers. I'm not sure what this episode is going to be about. This is the last minute prep for BDC. At this point in time you'll know we had a problem with our NC MX5, so we didn't want to risk the engine. We didn't have time to pull the engine and build it properly. We could have thrown it back together, but we were afraid we'd just go to UK and it would fail. So now Ryan at this very moment in time is putting an exhaust to match the noise regs for BDC onto your MX5 Josh, and the Corvette needs about 742 pieces done for scrutineering, but we are getting ready. Here is the new, beautifully graphics by Precision Tinting Graphics.
And as far as vans go, it's a very nice van.
My job later on is to, this is all I'm qualified for, is to matte black the wheels and shine the tires. Wayne says it's very important. I don't think it's very important, but I think he's trying to just get rid of me.
I was going to say anything to make you feel important.
Yeah, so if you guys are coming to Teesside this weekend, the British Drift Championship, we are bringing the Drift Games shop. And let's just say, not easy bringing a shop from Ireland to the UK now that of Brexit, because we have full customs. So technically we have to temporarily export all of these clothes and then on Sunday night do all the paperwork to temporarily or permanently import them from the UK to Ireland. So it's quite an annoyance, to be honest. So if you want to avoid the shipping at Teesside and you want to just grab some Drift Games stuff without having to pay any shipping, you can grab it there. Ask your friends as well if they want any, because you can obviously bring it straight back from the event and they don't have to pay any shipping across the water, and it'll all be here in these boxes. We also have Hoonigan and Gas Monkey stuff coming as well. So we've got loads of stuff. Then Adam will be at the shop all weekend, so he'll be there to say hi to and give you nice Drift Games things and help us pay for the engine rebuild on Josh's car. And also we got to tell you about our hotel plans for the weekend. So because we've run way over budget on this project, we usually stay in like pretty nice hotels when we go to events. So
it's nice to be a weekend away.
Yeah, weekend away. So we've gone and treated ourselves a little bit. So I want to show you. This is where I'm sleeping.
It actually gets better because the first night you can't unload anything in the
No, so I have
van.
to put this bed up on top of all the stuff and sleep up there.
You have to level it up.
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
No, there's far more yet to go into that van. So you could be literally sleeping against the roof.
Class. That's what I think. That's what Lewis Hamilton does. I think he sleeps in the back of the van. Okay, so that's the van, but we haven't shown them the truck. So we did buy a race truck. Not really a race truck, a truck that carries cars. The reason we bought this, guys, is not just to be. It was actually a necessity, because the MX5 almost turned out as wide as the Mustang, and now the Corvette is a foot wider than the Mustang. It wouldn't fit in our Brian James trailer, so we sold our Brian James trailer. We sold our Sprinter van, which was our tower for like the events, and with all of that moolah, exactly just actually that amount of money, we bought this truck. Check this out.
Which is ridiculously big.
Massive. You know what's
I
great?
think the thing that surprises me is that the trailer and the Sprinter came to the same price as this, which is just unbelievable.
Jesus. How you know? You're fixed. So I now own a truck. I have no license to drive this truck, so I cannot even drive it. I don't know how to drive it, but Wayne is going to drive it. This is an ex-Prestige car transporter, so this was used for like Ferraris and Porsches and stuff in the UK. We imported it. It's a 2-car transporter, and it has 2 bunks.
So this is where me and Wayne are going to be staying. I'm not sure.
Bad.
I was going to say you're a snorer, so you can't stay with anyone.
I'm stuck in the back of the van. I don't even have daylight.
You're going to sleep in the whole event.
I'll probably wake up Sunday evening going, that was a beautiful
Good
weekend.
morning, guys. It's Sunday.
Yeah, you missed qualifying, Dave, but we didn't have the heart to wake you. You were so tired. So this is our race truck. This is a Mercedes, a Tego, a sunroof, air conditioning, air suspension.
It's got a sunroof.
Yeah, so you get a bit of air when you're snoozing.
Oh, that's delightful. Should we show the back of the van?
That's what people want to see. This is just a normal truck.
I was going to say, this is just some
It's
Harry
got this Wayne's Haribo. It's got a remote control that doesn't work.
He's on the hard stuff. Is that cordial straight?
He's on double concentrate. Well, he's had to double concentrate the whole way through the week, so that's what you need, double concentrate. So look at this. So this truck is perfect for us because it has very low loading ramps. So the whole back of it comes down on pneumatic rams. Again, I know nothing about trucks, but basically it comes down and then you actually put a set of axle stands under the side, as we've done here, as you can see. And the cars go in without a piece of wood. Literally without a ramp or a piece of wood, just drive straight in. They don't drive straight in, they actually get winched in.
And then
First car goes up, this all goes up like this, and the other car goes underneath. We actually can get 3 cars in here, and we're going to put a tyre rack in it and all the storage stuff as well. We just haven't time to do it for this event, and we're waiting on the guys on Precision Tinted Graphics when we come back to throw on the same livery on the truck that's on the van.
it's surprising they didn't have time.
We had no time for anything. So yeah, it's really handy, it's really big, and the doors, all the doors open up like accordions, so you can actually open up both sides fully of it, so it's pretty cool. And it wasn't like, I bought it on the internet, so I thought it might be a lemon, but it actually turned out to be pretty good. So, where are we at over here?
We have Misery.
Misery Lane. So
That's where she's staying.
We're staying for the weekend. Need to put this, so there's some set of it, got to put that back in. And we are working on...
What number for my team?
What's it?
What number for my team?
You want a number for my team?
Or I say we blank this out.
08. Alright, so we've had a problem with the winters on my car, so it's actually letting some oil out the back. That's why we stopped testing yesterday. We reckon it's because a diff on the Corvette is actually flipped 180 degrees, so we think it's flying off the crown wheel and pinion and firing up and out. So we're going to run a longer tube. We just actually got on the phone to James Dean there. Thank you, James, for giving us some advice on running a longer tube and a catch can on the diff, just because it's a bit unusual of a setup. And we're also working on sealing up the firewall on the back of the car and lots of other scrutiny stuff that we need to get done in time for this car to be loaded for BDC. So we're going to stay at that, Josh, and you're going to go elsewhere and figure out what's happening with your other MX5.
Okay, so yeah, so we are, as you know, running the Mark 1 MX5 now, and we need an exhaust. So Ryan has started mocking up the exhaust. He found a small crack in the manifold, but he's welding that back up. And yeah, so we need a back box, so I'm gonna go get him a back box now. And get him a back box now. So yeah, it's for him to add to the exhaust and make it quieter, hopefully. So I'm not sure where he's at, but we shall find out. He's in his garage, so you get to see his vital fabrication garage in this episode as well.
So this is where you work.
Okay, so we went down to Icetronics, which is local enough to us, and we have this lovely, hopefully lovely, silencer.
Buddha. Oh.
Oh, that's you. There you. Okay,
Good joke.
Okay, so definitely silencers. Okay, I already know, because the reason why we never put an exhaust on this car was, frankly, it was a ball ache. So how much of a ball ache was this?
There's been more problems than we assumed there would be. Yeah, so the manifold was cracked.
Oh, look at Ryan. I think you've outdone yourself on this world. Look at that.
This is a snaky one, this one.
You can't even get there with the camera.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where you cut away at. That was...
So there's like the chassis leg continues on here and it goes to there. It's not really a chassis leg as such, it's like a, here's the leg and this is kind of just like an off piece.
So it's nothing structural to the car.
No, it'll be fine.
Okay, so you've done the hard part of the exhaust. I've done the hard part of bringing you the silencer.
The hard part.
Right, so yeah, time to make the exhaust, I guess.
Chop chop. We've not got all day.
Chop chop and eat.
Chop chop.
Bit on the warm side.
I think this is a good opportunity to show off your car.
My car.
Your car?
Bit run down. There's a bit of TLC, this one.
So for people that don't know, we never really said this before, so Ryan was a pro driver, semi-pro, just moved into pro. As you can see here, he was this self-proclaimed pro certificate that you gave there.
You know what it was? They got it wrong. They gave me the wrong one.
Yeah, so you just had to scribble it out. So yeah, this was your road car.
I've had this car for like 6-7 years, I'd say.
So yeah, so this is kind of
Ryan doesn't like anyone looking around this because this was kind of his dummy car that he learned all of his crafts on. So literally the first, like, say that bumper bar was the first bumper bar.
Everything was on this car. So the first time I did TIG welding was on this car. The first time I did MIG welding was on this car. First time I bent a piece of tube was on this car. So everything that
So let's have a look
I
around the
now
car.
do is.
Let's see. How far do you want to take this now?
Where do you want to look?
So what's this? An RB25?
RB25, yeah.
This is a completely standard internal engine.
Yeah, we had a bit of an unlucky when we were building it to what it is now. We had a bit of an unlucky streak.
How many?
We had an engine go in the first lap of practice. It spun a bearing, and that was that. So then we came back. Then I rebuilt the engine. Then again, built everything. Put forged rods, forged pistons, forged everything, and went to the dyno. And I lost oil pressure on the dyno, so we shelved that. I was then at the point where I was ready to just move to Australia.
As you do.
I was just like, that's it, I give up, I'm over. And actually the boys at the time, a guy called Stuart Henderson, he imported like 3 engines from Australia because he was living in Australia. I just went up to the garage to just
Cry.
clean up because there was a big mess to get the car to the dyno, and the boys were just ready to go. They already started stripping the car.
No way, I never knew that.
Yeah, so we just put the engine in overnight, mapped it the following morning, and then we were in Dunleary then further around.
And this is the same engine.
So yeah, we got the boys helped me put the engine in. It's been in it ever since.
That's incredible.
My first attempt at TIG welding.
Oh, you're actually showing it.
My God.
So if we literally go from this, and this is your work today, which I would say is perfect.
But it would want to have improved now in 5 years' time or whatever.
But I think this makes this like, I always like cars that actually mean something to you, and like.
That's why I remember I was saying to you I'd love to strip it back and do it all again.
But no.
But I almost don't want to because
you can look back at all this, like I'm sure they were your first gussets that you ever did. And
they
like,
were my first gussets.
Yeah. So you can actually look back and it's like everything that you learned was on here.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
I still think is the coolest thing the switches on the roof.
Oh yeah, it started like a jet fighter.
Like a jet fighter. And then you've completely done the rear end. This is my favourite touch to it all is
yeah, that was
so you got a handle there, like you think maybe that attaches to the bonnet hatch or something like that.
A few moments later.
Have you got it?
Yeah. So because I was doing loads of seat time and I was going on my own to all these places, I had no way of like holding the funnel to fill it with fuel.
So essentially, because you have no friends,
yeah,
you've had to.
No, see, I'm a weirdo because I get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock in the morning and I just go off, and nobody was like, I'm not getting up that early, so I'd just go on my own. And sure, I'd fill up the fuel in the car, but I'd be at the petrol station, and I'd fill the drums. And I was like, oh sure, I might as well fill the car. So I'd stick that in and just fill the car when I'm at it as well. I copied this off James Dean's FD car.
What?
So the gussets.
So what are these for?
His first SD car, I seen the guys down in Cork built it, and I seen they did these gussets along there, and I was like, that's cool, I'm gonna do that.
And that you did. But even like your rear design of the space frames and stuff like that, that's fairly similar to the ones that you're still doing now.
Yeah, I kind of robbed the idea. It's kind of like the same thing everybody does.
You can only do so much.
Yeah,
so
you don't change something that works, and it works.
Yeah, you got the detachable arms like you've done on mine.
Oh.
You come a long way.
Come a long way. You even have tech screws holding the tank in. It's a nice touch.
You know, if it works, it works.
This is good. Look, we're on a budget. You know all about the budget.
The budget goes to right. That's what happens to the budget.
When I put this car together, I very much so had no money, like nothing. My wage came in on a Thursday, and I had no money left by Friday evening because I'd order whatever parts I could afford, and that was it. And that was the same for like 2 years. I was just trying to build this car, just like every weekend. I was like, oh, I can get another part, another part in.
Bread and butter for your meals.
Yeah, literally ridiculous. I don't think I would ever build another car. Like this one broke me.
maybe.
I'd go back. I'd definitely want to get it back going again. Like, I'd like to clean it up, give it a refresh of paint, and get it mapped again. And I'll be out with one of the bashes this year, I'd say.
Absolutely. Well, you're always welcome.
Thank you.
You just have to mechanic for us
It's
at the
going to
base.
crash into you. I'm just going to follow you around all day.
Not at all.
I can do, because I built it.
That's not the
I'll
rule.
fix it.
No. Well, if you fix it, fair enough. Right, are we almost done with this?
Yeah, just wait for that thing to cool down.
It's cool. Just blow on it.
Like the downpipe's made. The rest of it's all tacked, so I'll just drop it down, weld it all, stick it back in, and we'll get it back down to the garage then tomorrow. We can bring it back down tonight. It's not. We're not leaving. It's not going to like the late boat now, sure enough.
No.
So we're on, to give context, we're on Wednesday now. We were going to go Thursday morning, tomorrow morning, but now because of all this happening, we changed to the later boat, so now we go in, setting off at 6 o'clock tomorrow, which will be when this video's, which will be today because this video is going out on Thursday. So yeah, still a bit to do.
Is it 6 o'clock boat?
Yeah.
So it's 6 o'clock sailing.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want to be leaving Wayne's place at like 3?
8 o'clock sailing.
Oh, right. So you want to be
So yeah,
I just realised now that that's put me under more pressure to get this video done before that time, so it can be unloaded, that it can be uploaded for that.
Yeah, look, nobody cares about your video to upload. They just want to watch the video.
Apologies for this week as well, for them all being late and all over the show.
Like every other week.
Like the whole race program, to be fair. I mean,
this is
You said it.
This is a transformer. This was a Mark III only yesterday, and now it's turned into a Mark I.
disasters. But at least this car works. Hopefully, it does work. It did work.
Not there yet.
Nonsense. It's an exhaust. That sounded good.
That's good.
So, we're going to leave Ryan down here to do the exhaust. I've got a few things to finish up and find, and I've lost the race suit, so we need to find that. So yeah, we're going to leave Ryan here. We're going to meet up in the morning. The Corvette still needs a few bits. I'm not sure how the guys got on at the shed, but we shall catch up back at the shed. Hopefully this will be there, the Corvette will be there, and everything's going to be swell, isn't it?
Swell. Absolutely swell.
Well, Ryan's here, so it's got to be.
Swell.
Catch you guys in the morning. Okay, so we're back in the yard. Ryan was up late last night, but he's got the exhaust all sorted. So let's see the moment of truth. How much louder or quieter? Hopefully it's quieter it is. It seems smoky. Okay, so it's not a great start. That sounds like it's on 3 cylinders.
Ah!
Okay, so I guess the work still continues. It's very clamped in there, isn't it? It's been started. God knows how long. This is like the older brother meeting the younger brother. The first time. Kind of sounds a bit better now. This car has been moved in and out the garage for the past. Definitely sounds much better. This car's been moved in and out of the garage for the past 6 months, so it could be flooded or something like that.
That's definitely cleared up. Is it just because the car's been moved in and out so many times?
Stop it, start and stop. How long has it been since this thing got a good drive?
6 months.
Well, she's back on 4 cylinders anyways, so yeah, I guess all the prep has been done. So yeah, that is one car loaded, one more to go. So we still have a lot to go into this truck. Unfortunately, brings me to say these were the tyres that we were supposed to be bringing, but we have the trusty Gold Lines 15s and we have more in the truck obviously. So massive thanks to Sean at Tyre Box for dropping these down, and under short notice changing the tyres for obviously, well, the Mark 1 could be a disaster on 18s. So you may have saw on the testing video, Dave was running the road tyres and then he put a set of Federal semi-slicks on there. Neither of them are the tyres he's going to be running Tri-Ace semi-slicks. That's what he's going to be running in some sort of space age tape. So he's going to be dialing them in Friday practice. So hopefully you can get a lot more speed out of the car with them on. So the last job to do on this was for Ryan to put the sump guard on. The sump guard's in, so the sump is protected. Now the last thing is to load it onto the truck. I will say it looks absolutely badass. The car's loaded. Ready or not, here we come. So, we're gonna end this video here. We're going to, sorry that it was a little bit random, we're just trying to show you guys as much as possible. We don't have much time because we're still trying to do things to the car and everything like that. So we're gonna do another video tomorrow, which is gonna be the practice of EDC. I'm not sure when it's gonna be out or anything like that. But yeah, we're gonna try and do as much as possible and show you guys as much as possible. So yeah, excited, nervous. Dave's already on the way. And yeah, see you guys when we're in the United Kingdom, my hometown, for BDC.